Sun Tzu, Sun Tzu's Art of War, the Modern Chinese Interpretation, Bold-Faced Wisdom. Dive into the modern Chinese interpretation of the timeless military treatise, Sun Tzu's Art of War, the Modern Chinese Interpretation, Bold-Faced Wisdom, to gain insight into the essential principles governing battlefields. By exploring key aspects such as diplomacy, strategy, and tactics, this book's summary offers valuable takeaways, guiding you towards appraising your country's strength, understanding relationships with neighbors, and evaluating internal peace before embarking on war. Discover the 5 fundamental factors that determine the outcome of any conflict: politics, weather, terrain, the commander, and the doctrine. Learn how to strike the perfect balance between these crucial elements, and employ your strengths to secure ultimate victory.
The 5 Fundamental Factors of Warfare. In the book, the author emphasizes the immense importance of war to a state, stating that it is a matter of life or death, a road to either survival or ruin. The book stresses on essential factors that determine the outcome of any conflict, which the author refers to as the 5 fundamental factors. The first factor is politics. The author highlights the need to be as skillful as legendary warriors in ancient times, interrupting enemy forces to make it impossible for them to coordinate. Diplomatic alignment with third parties against mutual adversaries and the disruption of relations between rivals officers and foot soldiers is also essential. Wielding political pressure to bring forces in line with strategy and raising morale using gongs and drums, banners and flags is crucial. The second factor is weather. Preparing forces to endure and fight under any weather conditions is crucial. Showing soldiers that the commander has planned relief for what they have to endure and has stored provisions raises their spirits. The third factor is terrain. Paying serious attention to the land where forces will clash because it has a fundamental impact on the outcome of the battle. Don't get trapped in terrain where you can't maneuver and instead select the time and location of the battle to increase your chances of winning. Controlling focal ground through alliances is also essential. The fourth factor is the commander. Good commanders possess wisdom, sincerity, benevolence, and strictness. Staying calm and fair and controlling emotions to keep passion from dictating tactics is vital. Great leaders can transform common soldiers into extraordinary forces using the principles of training, disguise, and mobility. The fifth and final factor is the doctrine. Organizing your army and having clear and well-defined relationships among the ranks and well-developed plans for resupplying your troops helps produce superior obedience. In conclusion, the book stresses that it is vital to understand warfare and master the 5 fundamental factors that determine the outcome of any conflict. The author also emphasizes the importance of subduing the enemy without fighting, which is the supreme excellence. The Art of War. The Art of War, by Sun Tzu, is a timeless masterpiece that teaches the art of strategy, including tactics such as striking quickly and staying mobile to surprise the enemy, manipulating them into attacking, and knowing when to fight or escape. The book advises on how to use diplomacy to gain advantages by building alliances and disrupting the enemy's coalitions. In addition, it stresses the importance of aligning all elements of society to support troops and leaders. It is a must-read for anyone seeking success in strategy and leadership. Winning at War. War is a strategic game of perception manipulation and knowledge acquisition. In order to secure victory, one must analyze and interpret physical and behavioral cues on the battlefield. Understanding the enemy's strengths and weaknesses is key, but equally important is the ability to conceal one's own strength and deceive the opposition. Training and organization of troops, clear communication, and effective use of spies are also crucial elements in achieving triumph. Remember, there are no shortcuts to victory. The Art of War, Understanding Victory. The Art of War offers valuable insights into warfare. The primary principle is to know oneself, one's enemy, and the situation and adapt accordingly. However, there are no universal laws that guarantee success. Sun Tzu's strategy guide has limitations. He disregarded the value of low-level troops and peasant uprisings. His leadership style treated soldiers as pawns to be moved at the leader's whim. Additionally, his principles are inflexible. By understanding the strengths and weaknesses of the art of war, one can increase their chances of winning a war but should also be mindful of the limitations.
Sun Tzu's Art of War, the modern Chinese interpretation, bold-faced wisdom, serves as an indispensable guide, teaching us the core principles and strategies essential in understanding warfare. It provides us with a deeper understanding of the 5 fundamental factors, such as political maneuvers, weather conditions, terrain, leadership, and structure. Adeptly implementing these factors through balancing strengths and weaknesses ensures successful conquests. Furthermore, the book explores the pivotal role of intelligence, spies, and understanding both your enemy and yourself to maximize the chances of victory. However, the ancient wisdom in the text comes with its set of limitations, as it tends to overlook the value of lower-ranking troops and may appear rigid in applicability. Overall, this modern interpretation of the art of war opens up a wealth of knowledge and strategy, highly relevant to both military practitioners and strategic thinkers.